Welcome, powerful soul, to the new year, new you, new reality, new life and business. Because today we will start the journey of 52 lessons, 52 weeks for 2026. From you, from your old you to the new you. From that what you do not want to that what your soul desires. Because right now, that version of you who has all that you desire, who is doing all that you desire, who is having all that you desire, already exists. It's time for you to become aligned with her. So, if we already know each other, welcome. I honor you. If you're brand new here, welcome, welcome. I'm Alina Apopei, and I'm a life and business energetics coach, and I help powerful souls to get aligned with their vision, to let go of the pain, of the trauma, of the emotional broken CD that you repeat again and again and again. The feast and famine, the lack, the struggle, the difficulty, the hardship. Let it go. You are not getting aligned with it anymore. It's not part of your story, because today it's time for you to rewrite your story. It's time for you to get aligned with the version of you you are meant to be, and stop practicing the pattern that you have inherited. It's time for you to train your body with the identity that you truly are, that your soul is. Not what your childhood speaks about, what you should be having, not what your emotions dictate you and telling you who you should be meeting, what should you be doing, what should you be saying. No, no, no. It's you dropping the masks and becoming your most authentic version of you. That is who you truly are. And we'll start today with lesson number 1, so to speak. It's not a lesson. I'm inviting you to let this video talk to you. Don't take it as a lesson. Don't take it as a do, but allow it for you to speak to you. Allow it for you to tell you, to give you the nudges of, that sounds interesting. Maybe I should practice that today. And today, I'm offering you the opportunity for you to become the CEO of your mind and to alchemize your subconscious, who is rooted in fear. Because yes, you have absorbed on your way to today's video all the fear that you can imagine and you can't even imagine, and that is what is manipulating your life and your business. That is what is telling you what you should or you shouldn't be doing. That is what is convincing you that you should or you shouldn't be saying. Your subconscious. And it's time to take your power back. Now, on a daily basis, do you know how many thoughts you are thinking? A lot indeed. Between 6,000 and to 60,000 thoughts a day. And some of them you might be aware, but for most of them you are not aware, because there are 5 types of thoughts that you could be having every single day. And it's the repetitive thoughts, the thought that you do not even see, you do not even observe, you do not even know when you're thinking, the thoughts that you thought yesterday, the thoughts that you thought 5 years ago, the thoughts that your mom and dad thought, the thoughts that your ancestors thought, the repetitive ones. That is the first category of your thoughts. Second category are the automatic thoughts, which means you received an impulse, you remembered something, and you thought, I should be calling my mom, or I should be doing that, because it's an automatic response to a trigger, to an impulse. Third category, the critical thoughts. Oh, I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I did that. Oh, that's not good of me. That I am not good enough. Those are not your thoughts, my darling. you are repeating someone else's story. Because right now you are more than good enough for what your soul desires, not for what the society is telling you to do, for what you desire, for the way you should be living your life, for what you should be having, for what you should be creating, and so on. So those thoughts are not yours. The fourth type of thoughts are your reactive ones. The thoughts that again are reacting to an emotion. You felt something and immediately you're thinking the thought. You felt an emotion, a guilt, a bit of pain, a bit of struggle, a bit of shame, and again you're thinking the thought. And the fifth type of thought are the creative thoughts. I would love to do that. I would love to be that. I would love to travel. I would love to create that project. I would love to be serving the universe through that way. Your creative thoughts, your whispers from the soul, not from you, from your childhood, from what your mom and dad believes that you should be doing, but what you really, really, really desire to be, do, and have. So, 5 types of thoughts. Now, are you mastering those thoughts, or those thoughts are mastering you? Because deep down into the daily routine, into the busyness of life, into the do style, I'm not very sure how many thoughts you observe you're thinking. And just this very little and insignificant task of you observing the thoughts, you think they do not matter. Every single thought that you are thinking matters for the way your life and business looks like. But today, you are taking your power back. Today, you are becoming the CEO of your thoughts. You decide what thoughts you are thinking. You are not allowing yourself to be manipulated by the hamster wheel. No. You stop that today and you take your power back. How? By observing your thoughts. You become the observer of your thoughts. And how to do that? By step number 2, you cut the noise. You allow yourself, you give yourself the time, the space to observe your thoughts. And you're saying, what type of thoughts did I have today? Or maybe at break time, you have a break, a pocket of you observing your thoughts. What am I thinking? Why do I think that now? Slow down and observe your thoughts. It's the first step for you to get aligned with your vision, for you to get aligned with the abundance of the success, with the love that you already have, that already exist into your quantum field. By you observing your thoughts. Step number 3, accept all your thoughts. And right now, when you are thinking a critical thought about you, we have the tendency to reject it. The first rule is for you to accept all your thoughts. The reactive, what we call negative thoughts, the critical, the low vibrative thoughts, the automatic, the repetitive. Accept and allow all your thoughts. Now, why do we do that? Because in step number 4, we classify them as positive or negative. And they're not, they're just energies. They're just coming to tell you something. But the mind is telling, oh, I can't be thinking like that. But actually, that type of thinking is trying to tell you something about you. And instead of rejecting it, the most difficult for you to do, you might be finding it, is to allow it to be. Why do I think those thoughts about me? Why do I think those thoughts about my self-belief? Why my self-esteem? What do I believe those thoughts about my money? Why do I believe those thoughts about how good I am? Why? Why do I believe those thoughts? It's because they are guiding you. They are guiding you towards you become more and more aligned with that what you desire. So, where are you classifying them as positive and or negative? They are just energy. And they come into your mind for you to observe them and for you to see that actually they are telling me something. That I am not creating the life that I want. I create a life based on the story that I have inherited. If my lineage was doing things the way they wanted, okay, that's very lovely, but I am ready to do my own story. I am ready to create the life, the business that I desire. So it's becoming loyal to me, to my way of creating, to my way of thinking. So allow your thoughts. And by practicing step number 5, you train your mind to practice empowering thoughts. Empowering thoughts about you, about your body, about your mind, about your energy, about your current circumstances. You look into your bank account and you practice empowering thoughts. Not the ones like, oh, this is not good enough. Or when you're looking at your project, the end outcome of your project, oh, this is not good enough. You should have been much better. That's not an empowering thought. That is a automatic thought or a repetitive thought. So, where are your empowering thoughts? And how can you practice them? Your mind does not know the difference between reality, current circumstances, what you see into your life and business now, and your imagination, your vision. No. So practice it. As long as you practice, even if through meditation, through vision, through imagination, through daydreaming, through night dreaming, you are training your subconscious to practice those empowering thoughts. Oh, that is gorgeous. Well done to me. Thank you very much. It doesn't matter if it's on the paper or it's in your reality. It doesn't matter if it's in your big project into your business or when you cooked your dinner. It doesn't matter when you have done X or Y. It does not matter. Your subconscious does not know the difference. Your subconscious just absorbs the energy. And it starts with you empowering your mind with empowering thoughts about you, about everything that you do, about the way you look like, about what you eat, about everything, about what you say, about what you believe, about what you create, about how your life and business looks today. Empowering thoughts. Thank you for coming into my life and business. I'm taking the energy. I am taking the learning and I grow. I move up. I go on the spiral of my spiritual and material growth. So, by you implementing these 5 steps, you are becoming the CEO of your mind. You observe your thoughts and you don't judge them. You observe your thoughts and you know that they are your best friend, your guidance. They are your mentor. For you, actually, I'm not focusing on what I should be focusing on. I'm not doing what my soul should be doing, not what I have to do, what I must do, what the society is telling me to do, what my consciousness is telling me to do. What does my highest consciousness is telling me to do? To be loyal to me, to be loyal to my vision, to put my love and passion into that what I want to create, and stop focusing on that what I don't want to see into my life and business. And the mind loves to focus on that what you do not desire. Your mind loves, it's like an orgasm for the mind to think, but that's not it good enough. That's not enough money. What am I going to do next month? That's not a good project. That didn't come out the way I wanted. Oh, I can't believe I said that. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, but what if I'm going to fail? But what if? And again, and again, and again, you are becoming stuck into a story that is not even yours. But the moment you observe your thoughts, you say, hold on, wait a minute. What are these thoughts? Why do I think them? And by cutting the noise, by slowing down, by meditating, by journaling, you are taking the power back. All right, gorgeous you. Let me know how did this come to you. Let me know what you are taking from this video. And next week, I'm inviting you to the second lesson of New You, New Reality. Your new energy, your new life and business, your new energy, your abundance, your success, your vision in your 3D. Not in your dreams, not in your stories, in you. When you take your power back and you are getting aligned with that you are meant to be, do and have. And that's what you're going to see into your 3D reality. Until next time, my darling, I'm sending you infinite love and alignment. Rewrite your story. Live and create the life and the business that are meant for you, that your soul is telling you, and not what you have inherited, darling. Not. See you next week.